Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to be doing our U96 build. So we are going to be doing issue 18 of Build a U96. Now we've got a lot going on today in this issue. Lots of bits to be glued and other bits and pieces, a little bit all over the place, but I'm sure it's going to make sense at the end of the pack. This is issue, we're second issue now into this pack 5. So yeah, hopefully by the end of it, we're going to have something that looks absolutely remarkable. So yeah, let's get started today because, like I said, there's quite a bit to do. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so issue 18 is the Bunk Compartment. So the first thing we need to do is we need to bring over, now we're doing some like ladders for the bunks, or the braces struts, that's what they're calling it. Now, first thing we need is this bit here. Now, what we need to do is we need to get, these come in for sprue. This one is labelled B. It's got two sort of holes on there, but nothing else. Now, if we compare that to A has got a notch in it, just there. So that's how we know which is which. And what it wants us to do first of all is it wants us to put in this sack type ladder thing here into the two holes at the top. But I need to put some glue on there. And in fact, I might just dab the ladders in the glue, the ends, and just put them in there. Now we've got a longer bit here and a shorter bit here. The shorter bit's there, and this little rail that running in the middle of like these ladders needs to be going towards the long bit, if that makes any sense. So put that into there. Okay. Then what we need to do is we need to get A, which remember has our little notch on it. Now that is going to be going onto there here with the notch facing up. So it's going to go on like so. Now this time probably are going to have to put some glue on the ends. Put that into place. Okay, fantastic. Right, so with that done, now if I orientate it like this, we've got another ladder piece to go in, and that's just going to slot into there just like so. So I've just noticed on here I've got a little bit more where I've taken off the sprue than I want. I'm just going to snip that down to size. Again, I'm probably just going to dip the ends of the ladders in the glue. And we'll pop them in. Okay, they don't want to hold, but they will do. Let's give it a few seconds, just like so. Okay, I'm not happy they're glued properly, or have sufficient glue on the ends. So I'm just going to use my pin vise just to make sure of that. Okay, so just leave it like that. So now we've done that, we need another A piece, which is this piece here with the notch at the top just there. It's going to be facing towards us. Now again, we're going to be gluing the ends in. So this time, glue kind of building the structure as we go, which is quite interesting. trying to be delicate. It sometimes just fights you. Gonna add a bit more glue on there because that's probably, super glue is very good. It does dry out if you don't use it because it's an instant glue. If you don't use it straight away, it can dry out on you. Okay, that is in place. Okay, right, so after we've done that, we've got another ladder to put on. And I'm going to put some glue on the ends here. And then we'll slot these into place. Again, I'm going to have to pick this up. I'm not a fan of picking it up, but it doesn't want to behave. Okay, so, no, that's come out. Okay. Okay, so that's in. And then finally, we just need to add another B here. And what I'm probably going to have to do after this is I'm just going to probably pause and then just let all this dry because you need it to set. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the camera. We'll be back in a few moments when that's all dry. So back soon.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so it's been a few minutes and that is now set, which is great, exactly what we wanted. Now we need to bring our bunks over, this calling it the bow compartment assembly, and we're basically going to be putting this into place. Now we do need to glue this in, so I'm going to be putting some glue just in there. Some there. Some there. And some there. Just a bit more in there. And then, remember the little bits that on the notches on A, I'm just going to put some glue in that hole there, and all will actually become clearer. Okay, so if we get this section now the long bits are what are going to go into the floor. So they're going to go in there like that. Then the notches are going to line up with them holes just on the bunks. Okay, and that's what we should look like after. Okay, so we can put that to one side now because we're working on something completely different, and we've got some air compression cylinders to make. Now on these, basically obviously we're just going to glue these together. We need to make sure on this top it's got like a cross section at the top, and we need to make sure that they two match together. And then all we'll do is, I mean, it's hexagonal shape, so you probably get away with a push fit, but it does say to use some glue, so I'm just going to make sure that these are done properly, and then we push them together. So that's one made. We need to make another. Making sure everything lines up. And they are together like so. Right, so we're going to be putting them in our bow compartment. Now them notches that we're on about, that are here, we're wanting these to face towards this side. So these are going to go in like this. I think I might be able to get away with not gluing these, or they're in there pretty good, so I'm not going to glue them in. I'm happy with the fit on them. Right, so moving that aside again, we're a bit all over the place today. We need the deck torpedo plate, and we need to place this upside down because we've got this kind of bulkhead section. They're calling it the inner plate. Now this is going to go on here, just like that. But we do need to glue this into place. Now instead of a lot of glue on a thing, I'm just going to use the brush on just to slightly coat one side and then the other side. So that's when the brush hand can be quite handy. Okay, then we are going to put this into place. Need to make sure it's kind of level. Just hold that there for a few seconds, just while the glue tacks. So yeah, that's one thing I would say about that one. It's a little bit, What we could do on the other side is actually just put a bead of glue on it, but we'll just see how this tacks first of all. Yeah, it's quite loose, but okay. Yeah, it needs to be kind of straight. So, right. Now we can put some glue on the bottom actually, which I think I'm going to do, just to give it a little bit. It's quite loose in there. Now I've got glue everywhere then. It's quite loose in there, so I'm just going to put a bead, just from a brush, on the inner side, just to make sure it secures in place. I want it to be level, just like so. Okay, right, I'm going to carefully move that to one side. Next thing we need to do is we need to get I'm not sure, it doesn't really say what this is. What we do need to do, we've got a little peg just down on there, and that little peg is going to fit into a hole just into here, but it is asking us to glue it. So I'm just going to get a little bit of glue on the peg, just like so, and then glue this into position, just like that. Now, if I bring this back across, being careful, we are going to be gluing this just into here. Now, I've got to be careful because that glue is actually still wet, and I don't want to break anything or anything to come loose. So this is just going to go on to there, just like that, and that again is quite loose. So I'm just going to have to hold that in place for a sec. And then what I might do is just take a few moments and let all this set before we move on to the next stage. Okay. Right, so I'm going to leave that for a few moments and we'll be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, so they are all dry now. Now, we need to take this bit next. This is the forward plate and it's asking us to test fit it. I'm just going to push it onto there and onto there. Okay? And then once we've done that, we actually secure that down with an EP screw. Actually using screws. I don't mind that at all. Don't want to damage any of the detail we've just done on there by holding it in some place that we shouldn't do. But also I don't want this to be loose. I'm just going to try the pH 1 on this. If I can get the screwdriver in. Sometimes it's just not, yeah, the head isn't big enough. No. Okay, so it'll have to be the 0. You want that to be tight on. Okay, so that is in place. So with that in place, if we have it this way around, we're actually going to now take the 4 torpedoes that we built in the previous stage and we're going to put these onto place in these pegs. Now it's saying to glue them in, but they're quite nice test fitted actually. I don't think I'm going to glue them. They're not loose. So I'm actually going to refrain from gluing them. I'm just going to put them into place. I'm happy with that. It does say glue them in the instructions, but no. They are a nice push fit connection. And that's it. That is all there is to do in this stage. Now I'm assuming, only assuming, that this piece is going to fit on there like so. Be great knowing that you're sleeping under torpedoes, but okay. But that is it. That is all there is to do in this stage. So we've got the air compressors there. We've also got this railing for our bunks, and then we've also got the torpedoes in storage. So yeah, looking really, really nice. I'm really impressed with that. So that is issue 18 complete. Well guys, that's it for issue 18 of the U96. Quite a lot in that one actually. One thing I've learned, I think I've said this before, is taking your time when you're gluing things. Stopping the camera, waiting a few minutes, waiting for glue to dry and going back to it. There's no point rushing these things. And I've learned that the hard way in the past. But yeah, if you're gluing stuff and, you know, the glue's not taking straight away, just step away, give it 5 minutes, go on, put the kettle on, come back. And trust me, it saves a lot of hassle in the long run, because if not, bits start falling off, you have to re-glue them, the glue's not as good, and can be an entire nightmare, trust me. But I'm really pleased how this is coming along. It's looking really, really nice. Anyway, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.